A cornered Donald Trump prowled the presidential debate stage on Sunday, threatening to jail an opponent he called the devil in a last-ditch bid to staunch his hemorrhaging campaign hopes, swaying malevolently behind Hillary Clinton as she parried attacks on everything from her husband's sex life to Wall Street and her foreign policy judgment. The Republican dominated the night but made little effort to seduce new voters. Instead, he began the night by assembling a group of women in a press conference to revisit alleged sexual assaults by Bill Clinton, before confronting his opponent hardest on her private email server. "Okay, Donald, I know you are into big diversion tonight," shot back Clinton. "Anything to get away from your campaign and how Republicans are deserting you. Everything you have heard from Donald just now is not true. I am sorry to keep saying this, but he lives in an alternative reality," she added. The Democratic frontrunner fired off occasional attacks of her own, accusing Trump of being in the pocket of Vladimir Putin, but looked rattled by the brutal onslaught over her record in office. Trump, embracing the spirit of the lock-her-up mob chants at his rallies, threatened, "If I win, I am going to instruct my attorney general to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation. There has never been so many lies and so much deception," he threatened. Clinton said it was awfully good that someone with the temperament of Trump was not in charge of the law in the country, provoking another Trump jab, "because you'd be in jail." She got caught in a total lie and now she is blaming the lie on the late, great Abraham Lincoln, added Trump as Clinton attempted to defend leaked Wall Street speech transcripts. The Republicans' leonine menace even turned on the moderators at Washington University, demanding half a dozen times why they were interrupting him but not asking tougher questions of Clinton. Within moments of the candidates meeting on stage, without shaking hands, the night sank into an ugly war of words between two nominees devoid of civility, a spectacle unlike any presidential debate in recent memory. After briefly sticking to general talking points about Barack Obama's record and the need to make America great again, Trump was easily baited into a contentious exchange with Clinton. The sparring followed shortly after Trump was asked to address the recently leaked 2005 video which captured him bragging about groping women without their consent. The former reality TV star apologized, saying he was embarrassed by it, but brushed off as locker room talk the unguarded content that has sent dozens of Republican lawmakers fleeing from his candidacy. "I have great respect for women. Nobody has more respect for women than I do," Trump said. Clinton responded that the leaked video revealed what he thinks about women, what he does to women. "He has said that the video doesn't represent who he is. But I think it's clear to anyone who heard it that it represents exactly who he is," Clinton said. "With prior Republican nominees for president, I disagreed with them. Politics, policies, principles, but I never questioned their fitness to serve," she added. Donald Trump is different. The real estate mogul was visibly fuming, scowling and pacing as Clinton spoke. Shedding any semblance of contrition over the video, Trump pounced on the indiscretions of Bill Clinton while raising unproven accusations. "There's never been anybody in the history of politics that's been so abusive to women," Trump said. "Mine are words and his are action." Declining to hit back, Clinton invoked First Lady Michelle Obama's memorable speech at the Democratic National Convention in July, "When they go low, we go high." Nigel Farage, interim leader of the UK Independence Party, was also in the spin room to defend Trump and attack Clinton as a threat to democracy. "If you value democracy and if you value being in control of your own destiny, then you have to reject Hillary Clinton's ideas. Simple," said Farage. Clinton appeared to be in a jovial mood following the debate, chatting and laughing with husband Bill and members of her staff at the front of her plane back to New York. Before departing St. Louis, she came back to talk to reporters. Asked if she was aware of Trump standing behind her as she answered questions, Clinton let out a laugh. "I could tell, yes," she said. "Well, it was a very small space and I tried to give him space when he was talking to people. I would go back and lean up against my stool, but he was very present." She added, "I was surprised by the absolute avalanche of falsehoods. I really find it almost unimaginable that someone could stand and just tell falsehood after falsehood." You all remember PolitiFact said that he was the most untruthful candidate they'd ever evaluated? I think they said he was 70% untruthful, and so I think he exceeded that percentage tonight.